Female nature and Briffault's law. I'm not a native English speaker, so please bear with me. I assume all of my possible visitors are well acquainted with the female nature through the red pill truths. Here I will make some reflections on Briffault's law, so popular in the monosphere. Steve Bruley made an interesting video where he warns the community not to devote too much importance to Briffault's law when it comes to humans, pointing out that Briffault in first place thought of animals like lions, elephants, hyenas, and alike. Steve also argues that it is not exclusively the female that decides whom to associate with. Also, the male is selecting among the females. There is thus a considerable competition among the females. The evolution of the unnecessary big female hooters is a sign of this. Followingly, also the male may choose which female to associate with. Briffault's law should therefore be said to operate both ways. My thoughts of this is that the reality is highly lopsided in favor of the human female. Also, if the law is about animals, as for example Steve Bruley said, how come the three corollaries, which are added by Briffault himself, seem only to be possible to apply to humans? They are: 1. Even though a woman has accrued past benefits from her relationship with a man, this is no guarantee of her continuing the relationship with him. Translation: what have you done for me lately? 2. If a woman promises a man to continue her relationship with him in the future in exchange for a benefit received from him today, her promise becomes null and void as soon as the benefit is rendered. If you marry me today, you will get sex tomorrow. 3. A man's promise of a future benefit has limited ability to secure a continuing relationship with a woman, and his promise carries weight with her only to the extent that the woman's wait for the benefit is short and to the extent that she trusts him to keep his promise. Though I never like to expose my personal life, I must sorrowfully admit from very personal experience that all these three corollaries are right on spot. A woman seems to thoroughly accumulate all the mistakes made by her partner, but totally forget and neglect decades of hard toil and grinding. What I also have found from personal experiences is that the famous empathic properties of women only extends to the fate of children and family. As a man, I am definitely more interested, and worried, in the state of, let's say, the tribe, that is politics and philosophy. There I find very little response from women, and I suppose it's, as always, about the evolution. Many of these, and other female traits disclosed by the red pill knowledge seem quite selfish and unpleasant, but we must remember that we are still affected by the blue pill conditioning. From an evolutionary perspective they are all rational and must not be judged, just accepted. The womanist academia has, for obvious reasons, never shown much interest in Briffault, implying it's not approved science, although Briffault collected an enormous amount of observations over several decades. The same opinion is held for the extensive works of J.D. Unwin about the destructive consequences of promiscuity. I strongly recommend that you see the YouTube video of Rod Fleming about Briffault's law, very interesting, especially in light of what happened in the 1960s. This video was just a fancy idea of mine. Comment if you think it's wrong or right, or if you have some additional idea. And remember, the unshakable tenet: no hymen, no diamond. Bye.